Hello everyone. Today let us discuss about balance of payment. Usually government records all the transactions that arise between a country and the outside world. This record is titled balance of payments. Balance of payments can also be called as the balance of international payments. It is a statement of all transactions between entities in one country and the outside world over a specific time period such as a quarter or a year. It lists all transactions, that is interactions between residents of one country and residents of other countries that involve businesses, organizations or governments. Balance of payments includes all the economic transactions which involve the transfer of holding or title of goods and services. Economic transactions include the activity that has a monetary effect and also involves a transfer of the title or ownership of money, assets, goods and services. These transactions can be made between individuals, firms and the country's government within a country and individuals, firms and governments outside the country. Who is considered a resident? Residents of one country comprises individuals, business concerns and several government organizations. Government agencies include several departments like the Department of Agriculture, Defense, Education and Commerce. However, resident of a country does not include tourists, workers that travel from one place to another known as migratory workers, diplomatic staff and foreign military personnel even if they reside in and work within the domestic boundary of a nation. A normal resident of a country refers to an individual or an institution who ordinarily resides in the country and whose center of economic interest also lies in that country. Normal residents include both individuals and institutions. Economic transactions in BOP. Economic transactions include the activity that has a monetary effect and also involves a transfer of the title or ownership of money, assets, goods and services. These transactions can be made between individuals, firms and the country's government within a country and individuals, firms and governments outside the country. It can be classified as follows. Economic transactions in BOP is visible items, invisible items, capital transfer and unilateral transfers. First, visible. These include the export and import of all types of tangible goods. These are called visible as they can be touched, seen, felt and measured. The movement of visible items is open and is verifiable through custom officials. Number 2, invisible. These include the export and import of services like software services, insurance, shipping, banking, etc. These are called invisible as they cannot be touched, seen, felt or measured. Number 3, capital transfers. These include capital receipts and capital payments. Receipts that increase financial liabilities or decrease financial assets are known as capital receipts. For example, the sale of assets or borrowing. In both cases, there is an inflow of cash. Capital payments comprises an outflow of cash. For example, the purchase of assets or repayment of the loan. Number 4, unilateral transfers. These are one-sided transactions that include the transfer of goods and services without any claims for repayment. For example, a child studying abroad sends gift to her parents. It also considers grants and donations that one government sends to other foreign governments. There is an inflow and outflow of foreign currency when international trade, that is export and import, take place. When a country, for example, India transfers goods and services to a foreign country, say the USA, in exchange, the foreign country transfers foreign currency, that is dollars, to India. Thus, there is an inflow of foreign currency. Likewise, when the USA transfers goods and services to India, in exchange, India makes payment in dollars to the USA, which is an outflow of foreign currency. Inflow and outflow can also take place in terms of investment. When a foreigner travels in our country, whether in real or financial assets, it implies inflow. And when our residents invest in a foreign country, whether in real or financial assets, it implies outflow of foreign currency. Thus, it can be concluded that BOP records all the monetary transactions that occur among the residents of a country and the outside world over time. Structure of balance of payments. BOP follows the double entry system to record transactions with the rest of the world. Thus, BOP account has two sides, debit side and credit side. Debit side, it consists of all outflows or uses of foreign currency, and credit side, it consists of all inflows or sources of foreign currency. BOP is a self-balancing account like trial balance, as it also follows the double entry system, but in reality there are cases when it is not equal. Thus, BOP can be balanced when credit side equal to debit side, surplus when credit side is greater than debit side, deficit when credit side is less than debit side.